What's going on, YouTube? And I'm back. So today is gonna be a full day of eating. I'm gonna try and do one video a week at least. It's really hard for me to record, edit, and do everything with the life that I have. But I'm gonna do my best this time to take y'all on this journey, since we still have a lot of time ahead of us, and y'all can see my progress and see how things change. So for anybody that's new or wants to know or cares, I am a classic physique amateur NPC competitor. I have done like 5 national shows, I believe. So I did Chattanooga, I've done Pittsburgh twice, and I did the Universe. So I'm going into my 5th national show. So we did Universe last year in Jersey. I got 2nd place, 1 spot away from getting my pro card. It hurt. Not saying that the guy that won didn't deserve it, but you know, it is what it is. It's subjective. It's whatever the judges want that day. It was close. So probably a couple things I could have done better were just posing. Could have placed myself in a better spot to just, you know, have the illusion to be a little bit bigger or whatnot. I think like my side chest hurt me a little bit, just because I had a narrower stance compared to him. But overall, either way, I got 2nd place there. Then decided to go to Pittsburgh to North Americans and try again, where I placed 3rd the first time. And I came in 3rd the 2nd time there as well. The judging was a little weird. You know, one of my buddies, I felt like he was gonna win. He goes by Tyler Benson, but we thought his package was pretty on point. I felt like me and him were gonna be 1 and 2, but wasn't the case. They went with like the blockier 212 bodybuilder type. So sometimes like with classic, I feel like they favor either like more mass versus the conditioning or shape. And sometimes, just depending on who you got, they'll go with shape and conditioning. So anyway, so we're going again to Universe, to Jersey with my boy Josh. So he's in the team Wicked Pumps. My coach is Dina Estrada over in San Antonio, Classic Physique Pro. And then Colin, he did a Universe. I think he's doing junior nationals, and then if things don't, you know, work the way he wants them to, he's gonna do Universe as well. Which I met him last year there as well. So he's Classic Physique Class A. Josh is, I believe, Class D. So he's with tall boys, big boys. So, but he's looking crazy already. So I'm gonna go over meal 1. I just got back from cardio, doing fasted cardio. The only cardio I got right now is 40 minutes, stair mill, level 6, 5 times a week. Every so often I'll squeeze in a couple extra minutes post-workout, just if my girl is like finishing her workout or something like that, or if I just, you know, food's kind of low at this point, I'll be honest, compared to where it normally is. But it is what it is. So today, meal 1, like I said, did fasted cardio. I try to wake up a little bit later today in the morning. Normally I'm up like super early, around 4:35, get my cardio in, and then go about my day. But I want to get a little more realistic weigh-in, and since today is check-ins, and really just kind of flush things out. So I woke up around like 6:30. So then I got my daughter. I have a 6-year-old, beautiful girl, and we love her to death. So I have to get her ready, breakfast, do the morning due diligences, do a girl's hair. As a one thing, y'all think prepping is hard. Throw in a 6-year-old girl where you gotta do hair and do all kinds of like little things. So, but I love it. Wouldn't have it any other way. She's a blessing. Um, so meal one consists of 10 egg whites. So what I do is I put the egg white container on the scale, zero it out, and then I do 460 grams of egg whites. That's equivalent to egg whites, and I get 2 whole eggs. Normally I mix this in together, especially on the days that I work, but since today I'm off, I can eat the meal here at home. I like to cook the egg whites, and I cook the eggs little runny, and then it kind of serves as a sauce. So just a little pro tip, I like the runny yolk over a hard egg. So, and then for the carbs, we have 90 grams of oats. So I already made this last night. So I like to do this at night because right now since carbs are low, I like to use a lot of water. Let the oats soak, kind of like overnight oats. So it's a little bit thicker, and it's cool. And then I get 90 grams of oats of peanut butter. So right now I'm doing this Teddy all natural peanut butter. It's literally dry roasted peanuts and salt. So I don't care about, there's other brands and organic and this and that, but if you look at the back, some of those, even like Justine's, has like palm oils and this oil and that oil and sugar and all these extra shit that we don't want, or I don't want personally. I'm pretty anal about what I eat during prep. Not so much in the off season. Like in the off season, I use all kinds of like condiments or whatever, anything to add any extra calories. But as far as off prep, like you want to like keep your digestion on point, and because that's how you like absorb nutrients. So it's like if your body's not digesting food, you're probably not absorbing the nutrients properly, which honestly, like it'll, at the beginning it might not be that big of a deal, but like long term, as far as like when you get closer to the show, that's gonna hurt you. Because if you're not digesting the food properly, then you're gonna be bloated. You won't probably be able to carb up properly, and it could cost you to spill over as well. So that being said, I try to use like the minimum amount of stuff. Just kind of like caffeines in the off season. I'll have energy drinks throughout the day, of whatever. During prep, I don't. I literally do either I do this ice roast, Nescafe, cold drinks, especially because it's about to be summer. And it's hot, but I still want my caffeine. And I don't know about you, I do not like drinking hot coffee when it's hot outside. So I'll do that, or I do a shot of espresso. So I did a shot of espresso prior to my fasted cardio. It also just kind of helps bowel movements move, and it wakes me up. And then the other carb sodas I do is 100 grams of blueberries. So I'll mix that in. So the peanut butter, oats, the greens. Honestly, I do like the greens because I find I don't do a lot of vegetables. I will like add some vegetables in my meal, but like some people overdo it, and like too much fiber just kind of like, I feel it just bloats you up, depending on what fruits and vegetables you use. But I feel like I tend to find like the greens in general, they have a lot of like antioxidants and just enough fiber that like literally once I'm done eating, I'll be using the bathroom like within 30 minutes. So the only seasoning goes on eggs, pink Himalayan salt. And then I've been using this tahini twist. You know, the Hispanic in me. Just a couple of dashes of that. It's got a little bit of sodium, no calories. But, we use seasonings during prep. We just don't use sauces because it's got the sucralose and all that crap. So I got the eggs cooked. And voila. Feel rich because, you know, egg prices are like through the roof right now. How many calories I'm eating, I just follow what Dino gives me. I will try and do the breakdown at the end of this video. If I have the patience to do it. But just to give you the perspective, right now I'm doing 90 grams of oats. In the off season, I was doing about 150 or more. Food got so high that I just started blending everything. This was blended. Now I eat it, you know, because I want to relax and not force feed myself. But in the off season, I was blending this. It was like, instead of 2 eggs, it was just like 5 eggs. Still 10 egg whites and like 5 eggs. It was like 40 grams of peanut butter, just meal one. Like, it was pretty ridiculous how much food I was eating. But you know, it worked. I think the heaviest I got was like 235. Then I got like some BS virus of some sort, probably COVID. I don't know, it kind of fucked up my appetite. And then just my capability of just even wanting to fucking eat, because I was just like, I just sucked ass all day. And I dropped down to like 225. And then when I recovered after like 5 weeks, because I thought it was like pneumonia or something. But anyways, after 5 weeks, we got up to about like 232, and like the weight just stayed. I mean, don't matter what I did, I would, you know, I'm a kitchen manager, so it's like I work in a restaurant, so I had access to food, and I would just like literally every other day I would eat a burger, on top of the whatever meals I was having. And then sometimes I would just polish off a whole large pizza, and like the weight just would not fucking move. So it got to a point where like the plan was there, but I was just like, anything that I could add calories to, like my shake, I was putting like Nesquik powder. I mean, anything, like honestly, fruits. I would just graze on fruits all day, and just the weight just stayed. So, which is not a bad thing, but it's also like frustrating because I had to cut cardio out, which I do enjoy cardio, and so I could have been in a little bit better conditioning in the off season, but I had to cut cardio out completely, and just, you know, just my appetite for food just kind of like hit the tank. So, but anyways, this is meal 1 going down. Meal 2 and 3 are pretty sad, and then I'm gonna show y'all meal, my pre-workout meal. So like I said, today is gonna be a full day of eating and just kind of getting back on the filming aspect of the side of things. So, about to go let the dogs out, and I'll catch you back for meal number 2. What's going on? Back again for meal number 2. I don't know how long it's been, honestly, since I ate, but started getting hungry. So I know there's a rule that you gotta eat every 3 hours, every 2 hours. Some people do every 2 hours or whatever. Honestly, it's whatever works best for you. Obviously, with waking up a little later today, so I need to get my meals in a little bit of a more faster rate, because I don't like being up late since I have to wake up early for cardio and just, whatnot. So usually I go to bed around 9, get enough sleep. Sleep is important during prep, and just in general. But I'll do every 2-3 hours. Just depends. When I'm at work, that's a little different because I get busy, and then so I kind of eat when I can. Today I'm gonna try and get. We'll get 4 meals in before our pre-workout session. Before the gym session. So you'll be able to see 4 meals. You'll see my post and then my last meal, which nothing crazy. But right now I'm doing meal 2, 120 grams of rice, cooked rice. I use jasmine rice. During the off season, just pro tip, I use sushi rice. You can use it during prep if it's what you're used to, but I know the sushi rice is a little bit more like sugars and whatnot and starches. So, but the sticky rice is really easy to consume in the off season. Don't talk to me about basmati because, I've had it before, but it's just not appealing, honestly, to me. It's very dry and grainy. So when you're eating, in the off season, I was eating about 1,000 grams of cooked rice. So you can imagine, you kind of have to get a good rice that you will be able to, constantly eat. Cream of rice is good, but I don't use that unless it's a pre-workout. That's kind of what I do. But I got 8 ounces of chicken, shredded chicken, 120 grams of rice, and then 2 ounces of pineapple. I love me some fruit. I love when, honestly, like if I could go without eating the rice and just have fruit as my carb source, it's just refreshing. It's like it helps with cravings and just there's so much benefits in fruit. Just a good carb source. Just a little advice. I'm gonna eat this, and then I will see you guys for meal 3. What's going on, guys? Back again. Meal 3 about to go down. So nothing special about it. It's 120 grams of rice, cooked rice, jasmine rice, same as always, plus 8 ounces of shredded chicken. So no pineapple, unfortunately, on this one. So if you're wondering why my food is kind of low, it is because my coach sends me a meal plan, and this is not macro counting by no means. This is just kind of what I've always done, That's how I like it. So the meal breakdown he sends me is specific as far as like meal 1, do this pre-workout, meal 2 this time, you know, meal 3. Technically this meal I'm eating should be meal 5, but you have to adjust your meals according to the time of day you're training. So realistically I cannot follow his plan the way he wants me to, not because I don't want to, it's just life just doesn't allow it. Just to put you in perspective, I usually am at work by 7 a.m. So meal, I think on my plan, my pre-workout meal is supposed to be my 3rd meal. So realistically, because of the time I get to work, I would have to eat that meal, but I would still be at work. I have to rearrange my meals. Again, it's not macro counting, it's just adjusting to what my life allows me to do. So, but the other thing that I do is, me personally, whenever I get my plan, I calculate I have this amount of rice I can eat, I would have to eat throughout the day, and 1 meal has potatoes and my oats. So I substitute 1 rice meal with cream of rice because I don't like training with a full stomach. I digest cream of rice a lot faster than rice. So that being said, what I do is, even when we're closer to prep, when we start pulling in more carbs, I leave my carbs pre-workout. So every time, so my pre-workout meal stays the same throughout the entire prep for whatever amount of carbs. And if he takes carbs out, I just take him out from like the other meals and just keep the same carbs on my pre-workout meal. So my pre-workout is actually 100 grams cream of rice, which I think is like, I don't know, like 80 carbs, 75 carbs, something like that. It's not a lot, but it makes sense to me to have the most amount of calories or food-wise prior to me training. I'm not going to train legs where I don't have any carbs. Yeah, it happens on closer to the show day, but right now I'm trying to keep and maintain as much muscle as possible, lift as heavy as I can. Just because you're in prep doesn't mean lift like a pussy. You have to still move weight. Not just move it, but feel the weight, move the weight with a purpose. So that being said, I move my carbs so my cream of rice meal stays the same. It's the same thing every day. I don't have to like recalculate. So like, let's say on Monday he updates my plan. He says, hey, take 20 grams of rice from this meal. So I'll take it, so instead of 120 grams of cooked rice, it'll be 100 grams of rice with this meal, but the carbs stay the same for my pre-workout. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired. I haven't taken a nap today. I normally take a nap, but I've been on the go. I had 2 shots of espresso though. But yeah, so meal 3 fixing to go down, and I gotta go get some vitamins from the vitamin shop. I'll get meal 3 down, and then I'm gonna show you meal 4 when I get back. Well, I guess I could probably do that now, just because I'm gonna have a 6-year-old here and the lady. When I'm eating meal will be meal 4. So here's meal 3. This is mainly chicken and a lot of rice. So my pre-workout meal, while that cools off, is gonna be 100 grams of rice, cream of rice. So cream of rice, what brand? honestly, whatever works for you, whatever your, and not just whatever works for you, but whatever your wallet can afford. Um, so you got the orange box that everybody knows about. So this I normally get, but I can only get it at a store, and it's pretty far away from where I live. Not far away. It's like it's just out of the way. Let's just put it that way. But normally I go with that. You get it off Amazon, but it's super expensive on Amazon. But this box is about $5 currently, and I go through them pretty hefty, as I have to consume pretty much like 2 servings. Only has 9 servings in here. Or Elevate Foods, cream of rice. I have this apple pie. Fdoe came out with the carrot cake, which is what I was trying to go for, because I love that anabolic carrot cake. But maybe it was just like a limited time offer. Not sure. Anyways, this is fire. Code Ian. Bro chat. Code Ian for everything. But yeah, Elevate is really good, and obviously Ross Flanagan, Flavor Gang, can't go wrong with that. Brownie batter and all that good stuff. So, but like I said, there's different brands. They're all really good. Just depends. Like those are some of the tricks you can use during prep, like apple pie flavored cream of rice. Again, towards the end of prep, I just go bland. I don't even do cream of rice, because one thing about cream of rice, oats, and stuff like that, a trick that I do during prep is use a fuck ton of water, creates volume, whatnot. You don't want that. Do that when you're carving up for a show, because you want to limit as much water. Is it good to use cream of rice? Yeah, but you gotta use a little bit. But you're literally gonna get like a little bit of cream of rice, so it's gonna be a small meal. So closer to the show, I just stick to rice and oats still, but I don't add the same amount of water that I add now. I just add enough to mix in whatever I need to mix in and to digest it. But I'm gonna get this in, and then with the Elevate cream of rice. So everybody knows about this, made famous by Mr. Wesley Vissers Classic Physique, the whey drip. Look at that, perfect. Almost looks like caramel sauce. So this is a white chocolate protein flavor going on top of the apple pie cream of rice. It's pretty good. So that's it for now. You gotta eat this, head out. Then I'm gonna see you guys for post-workout meal, which is it's not my favorite. Breakfast is my favorite one. I love the oats, the blueberries, and the eggs. But my post-workout is probably my comes in second place, followed my pre-workout meal, which is the cream of rice, apple pie, or whatever flavor. Just cream of rice in general with protein just slaps. Oh, and I still get 75 grams of strawberries. So I do strawberries. I do frozen fruit. I feel like it's better. It stays fresher, obviously, because it's supposed to be picked and frozen immediately. But I just like the crunch of it. You mix it in, and if you have hot cream of rice, you use it and it cools it down. So, but yeah, 75 grams of strawberries with my pre-workout meal, 100 grams of cream of rice, and then 2 scoops of your favorite isolate protein. So, what's going on, YouTube? We are back at the lair. We just got finished training legs. Did hamstring focus on second leg day. Wednesdays I do quads, and then today I did more hamstring focused. So honestly, it was pretty good. Not gonna lie. Probably best leg days I've had in a minute. So I'm heating up my food right now, and it's gonna be 8 ounces of potato of choice. I use these golden white potatoes. I don't know where I heard this, but heard on someone's channel they were doing a full day eating, and they like the potatoes because they're very buttery, and honestly they're pretty good. I like red potatoes and sweet potatoes as well, but I've kind of liked these. They cook pretty fast. They're pretty, like I said, nice and buttery. So yeah, but I just chop them up, throw them in the microwave, heat them up for a couple minutes, and then with that, 8 ounces of sirloin. I ran out of the sirloin steak, so I had some ground sirloin left over that T likes to eat. I never thought it was the same thing, ground sirloin and regular sirloin, but it's beef, so it is what it is. So, and then after this, my last meal consists of no carbs. This is my post-workout meal. Last meal consists of no carbs, which is going to be just a Ninja Creamy. Yes, you can just only use water. Key to a Ninja Creamy is you gotta let it thaw out a little bit. I usually let it sit out for about 30 minutes so that the top layer is not super solid. It's not like concrete, because we went through one Ninja Creamy already because we were too impatient and we were just putting it as soon as we were ready to eat it. And because it's just ice and protein powder, and especially isolate powder, which is the cleanest, it's just pure ice, almost damn near. It's a little bit different when you add egg whites or cashew milk or whatever, but just a little advice. So I'm gonna get this down, take my PM supplements, checked in with Coach this morning. He already replied. All he had to say was updates coming up for before the weekend, so we can start on Monday. And he said we're cooking. So we're cooking. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm gonna put the calories, calculate the calories, put them at the end of the video, and that's it. My full day of eating at 13 weeks out.